You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The universe is change. Life is an opinion. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. The wise man sees in every ending a new beginning. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. The happiness of those who want to be popular depends on others. The happiness of those who seek pleasure fluctuates with moods outside their control, but the happiness of the wise grows out of their own free acts. The present moment is the only thing where there is no time. It is the point between past and future. Remember, matter, how tiny your share of it. Time. Be content with what you are and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. Everything is ephemeral. Fame, riches, love, in one word, life. Hence, the importance of remaining calm in either case. Our life is what our thoughts make it. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Forward, as occasion offers. Never look around to see whether any shall note it. Be satisfied with success in even the smallest matter, and think that even such a result is no trifle. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. He who fears death either fears the loss of sensation or a different kind of sensation. But if thou shalt have no sensation, neither wilt thou feel any harm. And if thou shalt acquire another kind of sensation, thou wilt be a different kind of living being, and thou wilt not cease to live. The object in life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. So keep yourself simple, good, pure, serious, unpretentious, a friend of justice, God, fearing, kind, full of affection, strong for your proper work. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Happiness is a good flow of life. Well, being is realized by small steps, but it is truly no small thing. Nothing in the affairs of men is worthy of great anxiety. Live according to nature. The reason why we have 2 ears and only 1 mouth is that we may listen more and talk less. He who is brave is free. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We should not be upset that others hide the truth from us when we hide it so often from ourselves. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. The wise man is he who knows the relative value of things. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind repugnant to reason and against nature. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The most important thing in life is not what happens to us, but how we respond to it. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. Fortune is the one who gives us nothing that is truly good or truly bad. No evil is honorable, but death is honorable. Therefore, death is not evil. A friend is a second self. When you are a student, you must learn to be a teacher. The wise man will be master of his mind. The fool will be its slave. Man is a rational animal. No evil is honorable, but death is honorable. Therefore, death is not evil. The reason is the queen of the faculties. He who does not know how to be silent will not know how to speak. He who has no faith in himself can never have faith in God. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. Bad men obey their lusts, as servants obey their masters. Live according to reason. Duty is the echo of God in the heart of man. Freedom is the power not to follow the dictates of the passions, but to govern and control them. To practice philosophy is to live according to nature. The right way to live is to live in accordance with nature. Reason is the only thing that can give freedom. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. A single event can awaken within us, a stranger totally unknown to us. To live is to be slowly born. Well, being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being, while movement and methodical physical exercise save it and preserve it. Happiness is a good flow of life. If virtue promises happiness, prosperity, and peace, then progress in virtue is progress in each of these, for to whatever point the perfection of anything brings us, progress is always an approach toward it. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. Reason is the controlling principle every part of one's conduct. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. It is not the intelligent man who mocks learning, but the fool. I made a prosperous journey when I ceased to travel beyond myself. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. To be matter of fact and to be matter of faith. He has the most who is most content with the least. Zeno Citium. Marcus Aurelius.